Hi, I'm Nate the Bias User, and today I'm going to be reviewing this new Metro Boomin album, or soundtrack, Metro Boomin presents Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Metro dropped a great record featuring a lot of his connections towards the end of 2022. So with him having the privilege of doing the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse soundtrack, it's safe to say he is on a roll. But with efforts that brought him here, was his delivery as strong as his last record? Kind of. He hit the mark at being catchy and fitting for the movie. Just take the intro Annihilate. The fog and wavy synth's mean nature instigates an exciting awakening. And Sway Lee, one of the singers from the most popular song of the first Spider-Verse movie, Sunflower, makes an appropriate return on the rising chorus. But I still don't find this to be one of the better beats from Metro. It feels very meant to be heard with the movie, which applies to most of these tracks, and outside the beats, we have a mixed bag of qualities from the features. But in a way, I was kind of expecting it. There's gonna be people here who are like, I just got an opportunity to be on a movie soundtrack. Let me do what I do best, same as always. But then there's gonna be people who think to themselves, it's a kid's movie soundtrack, I don't really give a shit, but let me get that bag. I assume Sway Lee was one of the people who cared, because the one he did with Post Malone in 2018 is literally more popular than any of his solo work, and he was pretty solid on the intro. And I didn't mind Lil Wayne's feature on the same track. But we also get Offset delivering all by himself the fundamental spaced out Migos flow I'm not crazy about. And I'm even bummed out more when he returns on Danger, where he's repeating the word spider to death. Not that it's a surprise, but Jid did carry this. But we do get another track later that I think actually has a good Offset feature. While the softness in the foreign Afrobeat vibe on the track Silk and Cologne did underwhelm me, I still gotta hand it to Offset for his tied together on-point rap flow. Don Toliver is another artist where with most of his appearances, I didn't like him but redeemed himself on the last one. His high-pitched nature over the Latin pop style of Link Up when repeating the song's title annoyed the hell out of me. And with Home, while still meeting the requirements at being catchy, having a pop appeal still comes off disinterested. But with Givin Up, he has great chemistry with the moody bass direction and the spacey atmosphere of the whole thing. But when it comes to features with more than one appearance and stays a dud, it has to be A$AP Rocky. Am I Dreaming, the first song you hear when the end credits come in, has a heroic violin performance I'd never want to take away. But Rocky is not as out there and sounds even weaker on Nonviolent Communication, where he's trying so hard to fit in with the rest of the low-key feel of the track. From the strings to spaced out drums, his voice starts cracking. But the rap side is saved by 21 Savage, which is to be expected considering how well Metro and 21 go together. Metro even filled a few holes in the drum beat with a bigger top hat and bass band when 21 appeared. The record closes things off with the Nas featured Nas Morales. That isn't that significant of a performance, and just like a lot of this record, I was not blown away. But I did find Nas rapping in the perspective of Miles Morales with his serious and experienced attitude to be fascinating and kind of funny. But to the tracks that I thought actually were good, not that there's a lot, James Blake gives a very sweet performance on Hummingbird, and the foggy humming backing him up, and Self-Love with Coil Ray, while low-key, very colorful and pretty in its spacey production. I'd also like to praise the voice memos of scenes from the movie appearing during the transitions of a handful of tracks, making this feel less of a compilation than it could have felt. But overall, Metro Boomin presents Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is a respectable and complete record, but it's nowhere near Metro's best. It fits well with the movie, but when taking that away, and you just get the music, you get a hit or miss list of features where one person is always carrying the other. I'm going to give this album a 4.9. Like, subscribe, comment how you feel, or give a suggestion. Check out my other social medias, and I'll see you next time.